This storm is grounding travelers across the country. Airlines have canceled more than 1,800 flights today and 1,700 more tomorrow. Those numbers almost certain to rise. CBS News travel editor Peter Greenberg is here. Good morning.
Good morning, Sean. In fact, those numbers are already rising.
How much disruption for travel?
A lot, because when you hear United Airlines canceling all of their operations in New York tomorrow, that's not just New York. That's the rest of the country, because if they can't get out of New York or into New York, they can't get anywhere else.
So if your flight gets canceled, the best thing you need to do is what right now?
Well, first and foremost, you're going to get an email alert, but I don't depend on those email alerts. You need to get on the phone and talk to a human being.
How do you get a human being, Peter?
Call me.
Besides you, seriously.
But seriously, you need to find out exactly what the aircraft tail number is of your flight and where it is, because if it's not there, you're not going to be leaving.
And how do you find the airport, the tail number?
Well, there are some programs out there, Flight Stats, Flight Aware, that will do that and track the flights for you, but you need some real-time information. Once you do that, then you can leave your house. Don't just go to the airport. That's the worst thing you could do.
But do you have to wait until somebody answers the phone?
Well, sometimes you do, because it's a whole lot better than getting to the airport and find out there's no answer out there either.
Let's say you've got to be somewhere this week. Should you rush and get to the airports today and try and travel today before the storm really hits?
On the East Coast, if you get out by about 11 o'clock this morning, you have a reasonably good chance, assuming your plane is already here. If it's trying to get here, they've already probably canceled it. What the airlines have done is they've issued a waiver, a storm waiver. We have 9 major airlines that have done that are waiving the cancellation fees, the penalty fees, the rebooking fees. That's the good news. The sort of not so good news is they're only going to give you till Friday to fly and rebook, which is not really realistic if the storm materializes the way we think it is.
And what impact on buses and trains?
Huge. When you have more than 24 inches of snow with gusts of between 30 and 50 miles an hour, your visibility drops to less than a quarter of a mile. You're going to see a lot of just nothing happening.
And if you're on the West Coast, did you think, I'm all right, I don't need to worry?
Absolutely not. Nobody on the West Coast is ever all right. But the bottom line is, it's where the plane is starting from. And if the plane can't get to you, you can't leave. So that's why you need to call before you ever get to the airport.
All right, Peter Greenberg, thank you so much.